my dear Taurus, this is a reading about what the person most on your mind would want to happen between you two with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. As an extended member to this channel, you will get these readings ahead of time and with no ads. And there's a pick a card reading up, the evolution of my romantic life for the full members to this channel, and the reading, the Divine Masculine's role in my past, present and future, is up for all the members to the channel. Subscribe and check out the many perks through the join button that will appear, or follow the link in the description box to learn more about membership. And I'm using the Light SEER'S Tarot for the readings part, and I will start shuffling your cards. When I open your deck here, I see the Nine of Wands with the Ace of Pentacles. So this is someone that seems to have taken distance towards you, either because you had a disagreement or because you didn't agree with something that they are representing. It can also be that they felt hurt by you for some reason. But even if they are hurt, and we can see the distance in their body language, they still want this relationship. Okay. I call the Divine with Love and Light. And here we have the Two of Pentacles together with the Ace of Pentacles. So they might not know exactly what's asked of them, or what you really meant with what you said or what you did, or why you had this argument, what it really was about. So it's a lot of things that it's like a big why for this person. So I think that you have not been able to communicate very well with each other, or maybe they were scared to ask you for, ask the questions that they had. Maybe they didn't want to look stupid or silly, or they didn't want to look vulnerable, or like they care too much. I don't know, but they are puzzled. They don't know. It's like a big mystery to them. I call the four archangels in the four corners of the world. And here I have the Page of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles. So even if they don't understand, they just want to, get back on your good side, or be in your good grace again. So 6 elements. Emperor, Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles, new beginning, taking the next step is the significator. And the Emperor here, it shows that this person will probably have capacity to change whatever needs to be changed, or do what's necessary if they just get the right tools, if they understand why, if you can spell it out. This is not a telepathic person. They can't guess what it is that you like, dislike, want, don't want. So you need to be very clear and very obvious, and talk to them in as easy to understand words as possible. Because it might be that this person has, they see the world in a certain way, and you see the world in another way. So for your point of view, whatever you explained, it's obvious. For their point of view, it's like you talked, a language from another planet. And that's what you need to overbridge. So 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Taurus viewers. So I want my dear Taurus to have love in their life, and to find themselves in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success, and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. Okay, so we'll just tune in for a few seconds here to you and to the person most on your mind, and what this person would want to happen between you two. So this is the what this person, the most likely action, but also the evolution of this relationship, and this is what they want to have happen. But here we can see that they are in this kind of mood right now, where they don't understand why things happen the way it happened, why you got angry, why you got upset, why you didn't see things their way. They are like, they don't know, they feel lost. in this, but they don't try to, you know, run after you and ask you either. It's just that they are trying to keep up a facade of keeping things together, but in reality they are out on like really unstable ground here. So it's as if when someone is talking to you about like, oh, it's so obvious that your car has this and this problem, you need to fix it, and you do like so and so and so, and you're just like, what? What are they talking about? And who are they to think I can do that or want to do that? Or something else, whatever. It's as if they want to act like they understood what you said, but really they don't have a clue. Okay. So they want to understand what your argument was about, and so they're acting, for example, upset, but they don't know what they should be upset about because they don't know what the argument was about. And the most likely action, we have the Knight of Wands. We saw the Knight of Swords sticking out before. Also have the Four of Swords, Three of Swords. So I think this person will act as, you know, nothing is wrong, but internally they will be in a lot of pain and confusion. Okay. So I will look at their intentions. Nine of Swords, to cry their eyes out, and their love for you. Moon, it's as if you have done something that made them drop their jaw, but they couldn't, you know, discuss this with you. It's just like it changed their whole world from thinking that you actually, you know, saw them in a good light to realizing that you saw them like in this very negative imaging. And something like similar in this area of feelings. It can be that you did something that was out of your character, and they had a certain view of you, and then now they have totally different view of you and this relationship. But mostly I'm feeling confused, I'm feeling scared and tired, and I don't know how am I supposed to act in this situation. This is how they view you, the Empress. So it's like the resources for their love. This is where they go and get their love. This is where they go and get comfort. But because you have been very uncomforting lately, they are very sad. Okay. This is how they view the relationship. So they would want to come and fix it, whatever it is that needs to be fixed, because they are not sure that they understand what it is that needs to be fixed. And what they would want to have happen. So they would want you to be happy again. They would want you to, you know, love them again, to see them in this great light, to respect them, and to, you know, think that they are wise and good person. So whatever they did wrong, they would want to fix it and fix your view of them. Or but 9, 9, 18, 1 plus 8, 9. So they are shocked. Okay. And this is the most likely action. So we have the Devil. I feel like this comes because they don't know. So they are kind of coming here and saying, I'm sorry because I hurt your pride. And then, you know, you fly off the handle because it wasn't about your pride, you know, and then you're getting upset with them and they are, ooh. So it's just that they are clueless. It's as if they have a blind spot and they can't see certain things. It can be that, you know, sometimes we have a blind spot in areas where we have problems and issues that are unresolved. So maybe the person they have done stupid stuff, but they haven't seen it themselves because they have a blind spot there. Or they can't understand you in this area because they have a blind spot here. Something has happened to them in this area that makes them blind. Queen of Pentacles. Capricorn, Virgo, so Taurus energy. So very earthy, but there's no strange in a earth sign reading. This is also Virgo. So it's like trying to figure it out, trying to figure you out. Here they're sitting trying to figure you out, trying to figure out, okay, what was wrong? What happened? Why? What did I do? 7 of Wands. This is how they expect you to behave. Like you don't want like you are judging them for something and you don't want to re-engage with them, or you are going to hate them for a little while. But then you're going to, you know, accept their apologies. The Knight of Cups there. So, and the Star card, and you will, you know, everything will be fine again. You will look at them with, you know, the warmth in your eyes again, and everything will be back to normal. So this is what they would want to have happen. No, it looks just like a person did something wrong and they're clueless what they did wrong. So it's not something we can blame them for. We can maybe shake them until they understand, or dip their nose into it if we are really upset. But might help, but usually it's better with, you know, very clear communication. Need time, takes time, cycles, time to heal, progress. So I think this is something this person has blocked out for a very, very long time, and now it's being obvious that it needs to be dealt with. So this person needs to open their eyes in this department. And ascending, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. So this person also wants to do this. They want to understand. They have a deep, like they have asked the divine why. Why is this happening? So they are ready to see or understand why, at least. But someone needs to make them see it, because they can't see it themselves since they have a blind spot there. And then the golden mirror, self-absorbed narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. So it can be that you just spoiled this person and they didn't realize it. They just thought, oh, it's so cozy with all your love. But they never thought that they were supposed to give it back because you had your different roles, for example. It can, of course, also be that this person have a side to them that acts a tad bit narcissistic or psychopathic, and that's what they are unaware of. But usually I would say that they just are a little bit spoiled. So it's, you know, if we don't say anything, because we think that the other person should do this automatically, they should just do it. They should be like have common sense to do it. So let's say that you have grown-up children, and every Christmas you shop the food. Either you are at their place or your place. And until you think they are so ungrateful and so ungrateful and so ungrateful, but one year you just say, hey, we would, since you are grown up now, everybody has good jobs, can't we all contribute to the Christmas or Hanukkah or, you know, holiday dinner? Can't we just, like, you do the kind of dish that you think is best, you do the dish that you think it's best, and so on and so forth. And can that be a good idea? So sometimes we can't, like, even if it's the right thing to do, to when you grow up, you know, start to pay for yourself. But if it's not happening, we need to give some direction, and we don't have to be rude about it. Because the person just thinks that you are giving them a lot of love, and that you're pampering them, and that you're being really nice, and that's your way of showing your affection. So they don't know that they did the wrong thing. Okay. I never wanted to hurt you. They didn't know that they did the wrong thing. I don't think you ever loved me. Oh, that was dramatic. Okay, so because one of these things that you did, that you spoiled them a little bit, was how they felt loved. And now you have said that this was horrible to have to give this because they didn't give it back. So now they feel like you probably never loved them, because the way that they felt loved by you, you were just waiting to get that thing in return. They don't understand that you probably didn't feel loved by them when they didn't do this thing, whatever it was. I can't ever forget. That seems so intense. I don't think you ever loved me. I can't ever forget. I still don't know if I ever loved you. Okay, nobody loves each other. I need to figure this out. I feel like this person has some kind of gap when it comes to love. Let's say that they didn't felt loved by their parents, And therefore, you know, they love their parents, love their parents, love their parents. One day they just realize they don't love me. They don't really know who I am. They don't really accept me as I am. These people are strangers to me. Maybe they were 12, 14, 18, 24, I don't know. But at that occasion, they also kind of packed away their ability to love in a way, or ability to show emotions or care or show affection in certain kind of ways, and also to feel love. Maybe to know if they care about someone, they might need to think about, if this person would never come back again, how would I feel? Yeah, I would miss them, so probably I love them. So I think there's some kind of gap going on. I feel like it's someone being over dramatic, and that it's really not a big deal. Like this is something someone is making up in their own head. But underneath it all, I think we have this blind spot again. Like a person has, there's something in them that's missing. It's like someone took out like a piece of their heart, and it's not there anymore. So they have like it's as if this part of them can't function. As if someone would take out a part of your brain and you wouldn't be able to speak anymore, or you wouldn't be able to walk. And it's the same thing, but I think it has to do with the emotional realm, that this person can't understand something from, it's almost like they are unempathic in some area or totally blind to something. But it's not because this is how they are as a person, cold and callous. It's something missing. Something has happened. It can even be that they fell down the stairs and hit their brain, so that they have a real brain damage. But for most, it will be a trauma to their heart, that someone did something to them that made them pack away their empathy and their love. It doesn't mean that this person can't act empathic and be, but in certain areas, it's just that they are kind of blind. Okay, but it's not a big thing, like an unrepairable damage. It's something that could be healed if we just become aware of it. Both parties become aware of it. I had a boyfriend once that always forgot about me. Could wait for this person like 40 minutes at the bus stop, and they were a no-show. And it happened again and again. And sometimes when they say, "Oh, can't you please come? I miss you so much." And I came, and then they were going out the door together with a friend, going to a hockey game or something. So they made me crazy, and I wanted to, really, I was so upset with this person. But I just decided it's no point. And like 20 years later, this person got a head scan, and they actually had a head trauma that made them forget about things very easily. So they are now working with this, having a lot of lists and checkpoints. So it wasn't like they did it on purpose. They actually had an injury. So they didn't know that they had spoken to me on the phone, and I was very humiliated that I thought they did so just to make me go all the way to them, and so they could just rub in my face how little they cared. And that wasn't it. Okay. So the energy is flamboyant, dramatic, proud, and passionate. It focuses on the importance of self-belief. And I feel like it has to do with this orange color. So it's something I'm missing with this person. It's like they want to be healed. They don't want to have a problem. So maybe they don't admit to the problem because, or they don't even want to know. Even if you pointed it out, they don't want to know because they want to be whole. It's like they would be scared if you told them that they had this problem. It would like open doors to things that have been locked away for, eons. Neptune, eons. Your fantasies, journeyings, longings, and potential for illusions. So this is something that's deep, deep into their subconscious. It's as if, let's say that this person has a brain injury, and it actually came because, their father hit them hard in the head. And now when they told you this story, and you you said, oh, that was awful, and kind of empathizes with them or felt very empathic towards them. But now when they have this obvious brain injury, we say that it's a brain injury. For most, there will be a trauma to the heart, as I said. Then they will not, like, even if you say, oh, but it's probably come from when your father hit you in the head, and they will say, no, my father never hit me in the head, even though they told you, and you know, their brother told them too that this had happened, but they can't see it. They don't want to see it. It's like it didn't happen. It could never have happened, because if it happened, it means that my father didn't love me and wanted to kill me, and that's probably the worst thing for a little child. So I'm not saying that this is exactly what they have gone through, but it's something of that caliber, and it's stored here, you know, in this green landscape here. So even if you figure out what it is and help them with it, it might not be that they will want to admit to that that's the problem. They might need to go years and years and years in therapy to be able to do this. But the good thing is that the person seems to have a very good heart in the bottom of it all and want good things. So you have that to work with. It's like good. It's a good foundation, even if it's cracks in this foundation and hole down into a basement where there lives traumatized entities for this person. Most of us have some trauma, drama, karma going on. So it's not saying that you can't be with this person, but you need to realize that they have this blind spot, and they are not always going to be able to be truthful or see, you know, context, different things, how it fit together, because they just don't want to see. Because if they saw it, they would be thrown into this awful feeling that they don't want to admit to, that it ever happened. I can't ever forget. I don't think you ever loved me. I don't know if I ever loved you. If someone did them like that, of course, they don't know if they were loved, and they don't know if they love that person. And I can't ever forget, like they have forgotten, they have blinded themselves, but it's stored here still. And, you know, everything is recorded. Everything that you have ever been through is recorded, and it's stored. Water keeps memories, together with the magnetic field of a planet. You can see memories can sometimes come down your cheek as tears. So this is where it's stored. So everything is still here. It's just that this person doesn't have access to it because it's too hurtful, too painful. So I would urge you to watch the love reading for December, or the reading Their True Thoughts and Feelings, to get more information about this relationship. On my first channel page, there's a playlist for your specific astrological sign, where you can watch all the latest readings for your specific sign in one single playlist. On the end screen, you will see a link to that playlist, so go and check it out. You can also order personal readings, distance healing, and past life regression sessions at my webpage, tarot.com.se. And please share my videos on your social media to let more people know about them. Also like the video to show YouTube that you want to see more readings from me in your feed, also in the future. And of course, subscribe and hit the notification bell to be sure that you get noticed when I'm posting a new video. Thank you in advance also for watching this far. Take care of yourself and stay blessed. Bye for now.